Hi, imagine this with me. You just opened your phone to check a notification from your friend or perhaps from your favorite influencer, and then suddenly 20 minutes disappeared, vanished into thin air. Or perhaps you tell yourself just one more video before I go to bed, one more Instagram reel, one more message to my dear friend. But it's now 2 a.m. You're lying awake thinking what happened to that time. And here's the strange thing, your brain and you already know it what happened. You wasted it. Yet your brain keeps doing it again and again every single day, going back to it. So why? Why does your brain doing it even though you know that it is a waste of a time? Here's the answer. It is because of a powerful chemical inside our brain known as dopamine, or as the happy hormone, or as people commonly call it, the pleasure hormone. And once you understand how it works, how it affects your brain, you will start seeing your habits very differently. Let me ask you this, what is dopamine? You might say it is the pleasure hormone or the happy chemical, but that's not the whole truth. Dopamine in reality is our brain's motivation system. It is the chemical that pushes you to seek rewards. Thousands and millions of years ago, this system helped humans survive. When our ancestors hunted for food, discovered a shelter, or achieved something important, this chemical was released from our brain. This created a simple message: that felt good, let's do it again. And because of that system, humans kept repeating the same behavior again and again, which helped us survive. But today, the world is very different, and that same system is being triggered in ways your brain was never evolved for. Let me address the modern day problem with dopamine. In the past, our ancestors had to do hard work for dopamine. They had to hunt for food, build things, explore new environments, and interact with other humans. These things released dopamine, but today dopamine is everywhere. Pick up your phone, and that's your whole source of dopamine. Social media likes, short videos, video games, messages, each one gives our brain a quick shot of dopamine. And the problem is, the rewards require almost no effort. Your brain start getting used to these fast rewards. So when you try to do something slow like studying, working, or reading, your brain suddenly feels bored and unmotivated. Not because these tasks are impossible, but because your brain has become used to instant dopamine. It has been rewired for that quick shots and no effort dopamine. Let me address the elephant in the room. Why does this dopamine become so addictive to our brain? Dopamine doesn't just reward you after something happens. It also rises when your brain expects something. That's why checking your phone feels so tempting. The urges are so high. You don't know if someone messaged you, you don't know if someone liked your post, you don't even know if someone replied to your post. But the possibility of the reward makes your brain curious, and curiosity triggers dopamine. This creates a constant loop. You check your phone, you get a small reward. Your brain remembers it. You check your phone again, you get a small reward of dopamine, and your brain stores it once again. And this cycle continues over the period of times. And then your brain automatically follows this cycle. Over the time, the loops become stronger and stronger, and then suddenly it's a part of your habit that you can't get rid of so easily. So far, we discussed how modern day dopamine affect us. How and why does this dopamine become so addictive to our brain? Now, let me tell you how to take back control of your own brain. The good news is our brain already knows how to reset itself, but it requires your patience, your self control, and how you interact with your dopamine. Instead of relying on fast rewards, you can train your brain to enjoy slower ones. Let me give you a few examples. Start learning a new skill, start doing exercise, build something, or focus on a bigger goal. These activities also release dopamine, but they release it in a much slower, healthier, and balanced way. And over the time, these activities rebuild and rewire our brain for natural motivation and for natural and slower paced dopamine release. Let me tell you something important. Dopamine isn't your enemy. In fact, it is one of the most powerful systems that drives human behavior and motivation. The real challenge is how modern world uses it, how you use it. Once you understand how dopamine influence your habit, you start realizing something important. A lot of things that you thought are a lack of discipline are actually just your brain chasing rewards. And once you understand the system, you can take back your own control. You can take back control of your brain, you can take back control of your mind, your actions, and your habit. And most importantly, you can take back control of your dopamine release. The end of this video and this conversation is close. But before I go, let me ask you, all the viewers, what did you understand about dopamine? What did you understand about your dopamine habits? Drop them in comment section and let me know. And until next time on Cognitive Space.